Hey, what's going on? This is Rich. Once again, I am live from the sectional. I know, really been changing up the locales this week. Not really. Anyway, kind of triggered to talk about failure. Partially because of, recent life, partially because I was motivated by a Bob Ross meme. Hey, Christy, good to see ya. So, anyway, kind of sitting there and just really kind of thinking about it. And how many times do we throw around that word? How many times do we let that word take ownership within us? Whether it's for a project or an idea or a job or a relationship, or just using it to describe yourself in general. Who the hell gets to make that determination? Are we letting other people make these calls and putting that down? Because if so, screw that. No, that only gets to happen if you allow it. And you know what? I'm going to even double down on you. Hey, here's some t-shirt material right here. Failure doesn't exist. Now, let me explain. Because that's kind of hard to grasp. And it's hard to grasp for me, too. As somebody who, at times, more often than not, sees himself as a professional failure. Sees a whole, trail behind him of things that have gone wrong and things that shouldn't have gone wrong but did, and, failed businesses and jobs and this and that and ideas that have blown up. See? The reason we see these things as failures is because they don't meet up to, it's going to suck because it's backwards, but it says expectations. And that, my friends, is what kind of throws the monkey wrench into things. And there's no better monkey mind fuel than expectations. And there's no better supercharge than not meeting them. And it can be in the job, it can be marriage, it can be in a business created. It can be in all kinds of things. Now, that's the voice you hear in the back of your head when things are going wrong. That's the voice that tells you the next thing you're going to do is going to blow up. That's what tells you that you suck because whatever thing you had your heart set on didn't work out. See, I don't have anything better right now, but we're going to use Sacco. I watched too much wrestling as a child, and Mick Foley kind of stuck. Oh well. And it just has all this stuff, and it tells you how much you suck because you didn't make X amount of money, and you didn't make the rent, and she dumped you for the track guy, and oh my God, you suck, you suck, you suck. And as we've established before, if you've followed my lives, the monkey mind or the sock just, it thinks like a toddler, acts like a toddler, and really we're letting our lives be controlled by a toddler. When all we need to do is, console it, get it to stop crying, maybe, feed and burp it, and put it to bed. Honestly, even if it doesn't feel like you did the best you could in the moment with what you had in the toolbox. Beginning, middle, end, period. Everything else is just a damn sock. Let it go. Get back on the horse. Write it off. Hey, Cody, good to see you. And yeah, Christy, it does. It's silly when you look at it like that, but most of us don't, because it's natural not to. It's what we learn. It's how we're wired. Doesn't mean you can't have a pity party every once in a while. And hey, Shannon, good to see you. Doesn't mean you can't, feel upset or angry or disappointed. All of these things are okay. But you go, you feel them, and then it's time for them to get the hell out. Make their way out and go about their way. End of story. So, exactly, Stacy. It's okay to not be okay. We talk, and you know what? A lot of times we do this to ourselves, and because we're human, and that's kind of what we do, we talk about we just want to be happy. And it's a valiant goal. It's, happy feels good. We always want to feel good. We want to feel light. We want to feel like we're in the, we want to feel like we're in our zone. I like that. Toddlers are curious, and that can be good, and acceptance is the key. Absolutely, Heidi. It's not, the monkey minds, toddler, it is what it is. It's not evil. It just is. Basically, what it comes down to is, it just kind of needs to be consoled and kind of put back in its place, listened to, seen, heard. But you never let it drive. Hi, Kelly. Good to see you. Thanks for stopping by. And just kind of getting back on the track with happiness. We use that as the goal when it's impossible to be happy 24/7. Because awful shit's going to come down. It's just what happens. Things are going to go wrong. Things are going to go south. We're going to blow our expectations. And it's going to not feel good. I've started to like using the word fulfilled. or satisfied. Maybe even something like content has a little better tone to it, because you can be in a place where you're living your passion, you're living on your terms, and you're living your dreams, and it's still okay to be pissed off about something that happens, or having a loss and feeling sad, or feeling disappointed. It gives you permission to feel all of those and still know that you're on the right track. Some food for thought to think about. So if you think about it that way and you see the expectations for what they are, and know that it's just not worth beating yourself up over them, and again, screw anybody else's 2 cents. Kelly, I get that big time. But you try to feel happy, you kind of feel like you're trying to force the happy when internally it's not there. There's something else that needs to be heard, felt, seen, acknowledged, at least certainly by yourself. And it's okay to acknowledge that, because what's going to happen is if you don't, it comes out somewhere anyway. And that can be in one of a million different directions, most of them not good. So give yourself permission to sit with the empty and let it, and kind of let it feel its way out and see what's left at the end. Something you want to chat about on the side later, you're more than welcome to do that. Christy, I love content, a lot less pressure. I agree with, it is. It's a good, if you're trying to force happy, is it really happy? Or are you doing that whole Stepford wife bullshit? Only because I can't come up with a better example. Where you have that fake smile, maybe a little Botox here and there, and you see my teeth and I'm feeling awkward. And Dennis, good to see you, my friend. Long time no speak. Success and failure is measured on a social scale, which is unfortunate. I agree with that. You can't force happiness, and true happiness can't be bought. It's inside all of us to be happy. Finding it takes time. Growing on it takes nurturing. Boom. Right there. You nailed it. Miss you too, my friend. I miss you. Can't wait till the next opportunity you get to come back out. The little things, those bring happiness, and we often overlook those things that we take for granted. And that's so true. That is so true, Christy. We do. We overlook the little stuff because we're trying to hit the home. I want to use this baseball analogy that's going to probably miss on most people. But you're trying to hit a home run on a pitch in the dirt that it's impossible to get a good swing on. And all you're going to do is, you're probably going to miss it. Or the most you're going to do is just, tap it into the ground, and then the catcher's going to pick you up and throw you out. I'm not even sure that worked, but that's kind of what popped to mind. You're damn right, East Coast wisdom. You got that. But so that's kind of what I got percolating today in the stove of life. My health, my family, my cats, food, my phone, so I can be here with you. Aww. Little things really are the big things. Trying to attain the unattainable. Yeah, it's a good analogy. Thanks, Dennis. And that's, what it is. And that's kind of where the expectations come in. And basically, and a lot of times we're trying to hit the home run with something we don't have much to work with, when all you need to do is just kind of do the best you can with what you have and let that build up. And just kind of appreciate the little stuff. And basically, in the end, the little wins, the little tiny wins, are what build the momentum to the big stuff. As long as we're patient enough to see them. And we don't say screw it and just kind of throw everything out. Says the guy that's done that more than once. So that's kind of what I got working in the kitchen right now. I kind of want to sit on that some more, because I think there's more to it than that I want to really shake out. I don't know if that's something for tomorrow, or I'll get distracted for something else, but that's all I got for today. Thank you guys for hanging out. And yeah, the tiny wins, the book, the surfing, the living life now on my terms. Yeah, pretty much. Thanks, Dennis. Oh, that means a lot, my friend. Much appreciated. And yeah, I'm doing well. Today's a good day. So, take care. Take care, all you. Good to see you. Thanks for stopping by, and we'll chat again soon, all right? Take care.